Let's talk about the distance formula. Here it is. The distance between 2 points, such as this and this, is the square root of x sub 1 minus x sub 2 squared plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared. So this is called the distance formula. It's based on the Pythagorean theorem. Let's see how it works in this particular case. So if we want to know the distance from -2, -3 over to 6, 2, we're going to plug these values in. So here's x sub 1 minus x sub 2 in parentheses squared, and then y sub 1 minus y sub 2 in parentheses squared. -2 minus 6 is -8. -3 minus 2 is -5. -8 times -8 is 64. -5 times -5 is 25. So that's 64 plus 25, which is 89. So that's the square root of 89, and that's approximately 9.43. So this is one way, probably the most direct way, to find the distance between 2 points when you have a slanted line. Now, if you had a true horizontal line or a true vertical line, you could just count the squares. But if it's slanted or sloped at all, you need this distance formula. There is one other way to do it using straight up the Pythagorean theorem. I'm going to show you that next. So the other way to do this is to make a right triangle out of this. So we had this originally sloped line here. I'm going to go up here and over. And notice from -3 to 2 is a distance of 5. So this distance is 5, just counting from -3 to +2. And then here from -2 on the x all the way over to 6, that's 8. Now the other way you could do that is just find the slope between these 2 points and not reduce it. So you could use the slope formula and find how much up and how much over, like here and there. And you wouldn't want to reduce it. And so now using the Pythagorean theorem, a leg squared plus the other leg squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Hopefully you know that Pythagorean theorem. If you don't, you should look it up. You need to know it. It's true for right triangles. So I made a right triangle out of this. So this is 90 degrees up here. This is 5, that's 8. 5 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. 5 squared is 25, 8 squared is 64. Added together, that's 89. So 89 equals c squared. You take the square root of both sides here. So the square root of this and the square root of that. The square root of c squared is c, and the square root of 89 looks like that. So that is the same answer that I previously got using the distance formula. This might just be a little bit easier than the distance formula, and it's kind of a one-size-fits-all with this Pythagorean theorem. So pretty cool. You can do it either way, but that's how you find the distance between these 2 points here, the distance between these 2 points. See ya.